So I'm going to remove all your, hide your, so you don't, your name doesn't show up. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Please sit with your back straight, feet on the ground, hands on your upper thighs. Gently focus on your third eye, which is above the bridge of your nose, between your eyebrow. And now we are going to start with Karyaki Yoga, which is the breathing. So I want you to breathe in. As you breathe in, if you can, visualize air moving from your tailbone through your backbone, which is your vertebra, all the way to the back of your head, then to the center of your head, where your third eye is. As you exhale, go the same direction in reverse. And do this a few times. This cleans your Kundalini line from stress during the week. It also raises your vibration. As you inhale, you can say hung or different modalities say differently. As you exhale, you can say so, S-O-W. And it's a good idea to come from throat. And you can do it on your own or loud in your mind's eyes. So let's do that a few times. Now, visualize, if you can, beautiful light from above your crown chakra from multiverse, entering your crown chakra, which is located at the top of your head. This golden light enters your crown chakra. It is covering it fully and completely, cleanse and energizes. It moves down to your third eye, which is the center of your head. It covers it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It enters down to your throat chakra at the center of your throat. It is covered in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your heart chakra, which is at the center of your chest where your sternum is. It is covered in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your solar plex, 3 inches above your navel. It is covered in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It travels down to your sacral chakra, 2.5 inches below your navel. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your basic chakra, where your groin area, your sex organ is located. It is covered in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. Part of this beautiful golden light travels through your leg and it goes down, down, down to Mother Earth. It goes down to the core of Mother Earth, where we share this beautiful golden light, healing and energizing energy with Mother Earth, with our thanks and gratitude for all the bounty that is giving us every moment of our lives. This multiverse, healing, energizing light will expand through Mother Earth throughout our meditation with our gratitude. Part of that returns through our legs, comes up, 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 and travels through our rare chakra, Ming Ming, back solar plex, back heart chakra. It covers them all in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. Travels up through our crown, goes to multiverse. So we have this beautiful funnel of light going through from multiverse through our chakras all the way down to the core of Mother Earth, and it expands. If you can visualize that this beautiful golden light expands and expands and expands to cover your first auric layer. So if you are a lotus, it would be the first petals, row of petals, or an onion, it would be the first row where you are at the center. So it expands like a bubble, which is what I like to visualize. And it covers your first auric layer in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the second auric layer, the bubble expands to cover the second auric layer, or we'll go to the second layer of lotus petals or onion layer. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the third auric layer, the golden light expands to cover the third auric layer fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the fourth auric layer, the golden light is covering it. Golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the fifth auric layer, the golden light is covering it fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the sixth auric layer, it's covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the 7th auric layer. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the templates, starting with the first template corresponding to our basic chakra. Same concept as the auric layer. You cover it in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the second template corresponding to our sacral chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the third template corresponding to our solar plex. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the fourth template corresponding to our heart chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the fifth template corresponding to our throat chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the sixth template corresponding to our third eye. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the seventh template, your crown chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Now we are gonna dissolve any and all coercive links, any and all karmic links that no longer serves, any and all energetic links from us to others or others to us that no longer serves and is less than love. If you can visualize that you have electrical plug with a cord attached to it, to your energetic bodies. Dislodge those, just pull them out and do the same from wherever it's coming from, whomever the soul is, just pull it or dislodge it from the other side. And see that it disintegrates into dust, like a fuse that is burning. Or, as you commanded, any and all coercive links any and all karmic links that no longer serves and is less than love, any and all energetic links from us to others or others to us that is less than love and no longer serves, dissipate and disintegrate now. Take a deep breath. Since you are in a golden bubble right now, visualize a lot of little bubble of golden bubble just goes and fill in the cavities of where those cores and plugs were attached within your energetic bodies. You can just send a bunch of them and just set your intent that it's going to fill the cavity. And also send a lot to go to the other souls, whomever they are, wherever they are, to fill their cavities. We're going to open our basic chakra, starting with the basic, where your groin area. When you open it, it opens toward the ground like a cone, and the white part of the cone will be facing away from you. To open a chakra, you extend it fully and rotating it clockwise and then clockwise. If you can visualize a clock, the handle moves from number 12 to 3 to 6 to 9 to 12. So extend your basic chakra fully and rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my basic chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my basic chakra now. Moving on to the sacral chakra, it opens in front of you. Extend it fully, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my sacral chakra fully and rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my sacral chakra now. Moving to the solar plex, it opens in front of you. Extend it fully, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my solar plex chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my solar plex chakra now. Moving to the heart chakra, extend it fully, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my heart chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my heart chakra now. Moving on to the throat chakra, opens in front of you, extend it fully, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my throat chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my throat chakra now. Moving on to the third eye chakra at the center of your head, extends in front of you, rotate clockwise, or say, I'm extending my third eye chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my third eye chakra now. Moving on to the crown chakra, it opens toward the sky. The opening, the white opening, will be facing up toward the sky. You extend it fully, rotating it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my crown chakra fully and rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my crown chakra now. You're now at the 7th frequency. You perhaps could hear or feel the frequency as it has raised. Now, any and all astral entity, they just cannot at this level remain attached to you because you're of a higher frequency. So say I'm at the higher frequency and any and all astral that were attached to me are just slipping away because they just cannot stay attached to you at this frequency. I'm at the high frequency and all astral entities within my energetic bodies, chakras, or within the chakra, just slip away. And if you can, visualize a vacuum that sucks all these astral entities within and send it to the multiverse. You are at 7th frequency. I am at high frequency, and any and all astral level at this frequency or lower cannot stay attached and slip away. You're like a Teflon. All just slip away. And you get sucked into the vacuum. Goes to the multiverse. Now we're going to start our meditation to remove abuse from our human consciousness, including creating a coherence between our heart and brain. I would like you to focus on what you find to be pleasant or delightful about yourself. Focus on now what you find to be delightful and pleasant about incarnated humankind, other souls. Now, focus on what you find delightful or pleasant about your environment that you are in at the present moment. What brings you joy or is joyful? Look at what makes it worthy for you to seek more. By reflecting, you could see what brings you joy. Now, what do you think that makes you better as a soul in contrast to another? Ego is brain. Understanding how another feels, that's your heart. When you're jealous of another, that's your brain. By understanding these two aspects, you can create a coherence link between your brain and your heart. Overthinking is from brain or ego. Acceptance is heart, from heart. The two aspects of logic and heart, or logic and intuition, or brain or heart, or ego and heart. Recognizing how another feels, that comes from your heart. How do you feel if others did to you what you did to others? Brain and heart help us to recognize how others feel. How did it feel when you were abused, either verbally, mentally, or physically? How did it feel when you were bullied? We all had these experiences. Use empathy to feel it. If you can't recall any of your own experiences, maybe you blocked it. Relate to how I would feel if another was abused emotionally, verbally, physically, or bullied. You're recognizing it with your brain. That's your logic. And your logic tells you that it's not logical to hurt another. What benefit is there to hurt, even rape or kill another? How do we like to be in the position of someone who has gone through that? Since these karmic acts makes no sense, concept of do to others as you like others to do to you then makes greater sense. And to use our brain and heart coherently permits you to feel how another feels and logically understand what it means. This is how we break a karmic link. By logically making a decision. And when you feel by placing yourself in their place, that is a hard decision. You can break karmic links by looking back at events, abuses that you have experienced, or what you may have done unknowingly or knowingly at the time. By placing yourself in that person's position or by reflecting the empathy, understanding, and the logic of knowing of the act that is not logical to do, to hurt another. You break the link because you're placing yourself in their place. And when you do, this empathic energy or behavior stops from being an abuser. Then this coherence helps us to see these experiences as they are. Can break karmic link by reflecting on all behaviors that were abusive in nature. And create a coherence between the brain and your heart by rejecting, by repairing, by relating. Then we stop to be just an individual and it becomes a collective. To not have collective abuse. So the concept of to do to others as we want them to do to us makes now a much better sense as we understand the coherence between the heart and the brain and how they relate and how we relate with others. Recognizing that we are all connected as one. Part of the tapestry of creation. So when we abuse another, we abuse ourselves. There's no point abusing ourselves. We don't want to do that. That's how the linkage between this tapestry makes sense. The logic says you don't abuse and your heart feels the abuse. The feeling you don't want to impose on another or be imposed on. And as you break this karmic behaviors linkage, release yourself and release others. By seeing the effect of our own behaviors on others or others on us, it's just the same. What we do affects us. What they do affects us too. Now go back to your joy. What brings joy in your life? What makes you look for more of the same? what is pleasant about yourself. And incarnated humankinds. And the environment that you're in. Recognize the oneness. Recognize the coherence between our heart, connected to the consciousness, and the brain. The ego. The facade at times that brings the differentiation between one versus the other. Justification. Go back to heart. Feel your compassion within. The core being love. Being one. Now, for those of you who would like to close your chakra, you could start with your crown by retracting it back and stop the rotation. Going to the third eye, retracting back and stop the rotation. Going to the throat chakra, retracting back and stop the rotation. Going to the heart, retracting back and stop the rotation. Solar plex, retracting back and stop the rotation. Sacral, retracted back and stop the rotation. Basic, retract it back and stop the rotation. We're going to start setting our intention as a group. So we end the meditation for those who are listening to this tape. You can open your eyes and grab a glass of water. We're going to set intention now